Hi, welcome to the live stream. This is Matt Mod Stuff. This is my very first live stream. Really excited. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a really cool thing you can do for an old pedal, which is a cap job. That means we're going to go in and replace the capacitors of this here blues driver. This is from Monte Lumps. I think that's honestly Monte. If I'm saying your name wrong, please let me know. So this pedal has actually already been modded before. So I've been in it, so it'll look a little different. Oh man, I can see that put back. I got like two. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Replace. It's like $10 steel. It comes like within a week. It's super fast. The mod I did on this before was the H2O mod. It's pretty rad. Okay, I'll pop this puppy open. I realized I left my tool bag in the car. But that's okay. So we have plenty of tools right here. I miss my favorite I also missing my cider. Got a cider in the other room. Might have to run and get it. Kind of large. I need some water too. Cider over water, right? Okay, so this is a really rad pedal. The mod we did on it before was the H2O mod, also by Monte. I just have it up on this clamp so you guys can see it well. Alright. Oops, sorry. Moving things around on my desk. Knocked into my mic. So, here we are. We're inside the blues driver. It's a tight film here. Hard to see from this camera angle, but we'll flip this. It's also a little hard to see without some light, but you can see this chip here. Well, that's a double op amp floating there. You can see it just hanging out there here. I got my flashlight. Action here. So check this out. Let's see if it's going to autofocus to the a little line. There it goes. See there? There it is. You can see the two op amps, one there and there. Bam and bam. It's a little hard to see, I guess. Here we go. There you go. Yeah. I'll have to work on the camera stuff a little bit, but yeah, you can see the op amps floating in there. So you have to be really careful because I don't want to disturb those. Actually, I could just lift them off because they're just on a maybe I just leave them. Okay, this is where it gets a little challenging, right? Because there's stuff in here already. Okay, oh yeah, try not to pull too tight on this stuff because that's, oops, sorry. These things are all a little tight, but yeah, there's that double op amp. Oh, well, there's the camera again. Let's see if I can get it to pop back up without too much issue. Oh, disconnected. Did it die? Thought it was charged again. Nope, it's charged. So, my USB device is dipping in and out. Alright, well, we kind of wait for this camera to go again. There we go. Alright, so we're in. You can see that the 2 op amps right here and how delicate that is. Well, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull it right on out. Look at that. We've got it on some pins. This is the op amp. The 2 op amps. So now we can work a lot easier. And we'll just be able to pop that puppy right back in. Real cool. Alright. So let's get comfortable. I should probably scoot this back. Let me make a little bit of room here. I'm kinda like to work all over myself. And we'll go over some of the parts. In respect to Monty, we're not going to be, talking about the exact parts I'm using. But you can see these are actually all replaced last time. This one's replaced. The original board that was here got replaced with the dual op amp instead of the single. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job with this one. The cleaning was not too bad. Using flux is really important. Alright, so we got our solder. Here's all of our parts. Let's get our screws put away. I'm just going to set these right here. Actually, let's put them in the forks dish. Any of our parts will go in there, and I'll just go ahead and get these guys out. Make sure you stay organized while you work. It's really important. Okay. Oh, and in my last stream, which was actually done on Twitch instead of YouTube, I'm moving over to YouTube. Just seems like it makes a little bit more sense. We're gonna have to find the thing, so I don't want to lock that down yet. But I lost a part. It was really embarrassing. So, sometimes you lose stuff. So these are all the same. I don't believe these have polarity. Capacitors have polarity. These, however, do. So we'll need to keep track of which ones, like what direction they come out in, so they go back in the same direction. So it's important that you have a Sharpie. So we're going to use this to mark what our solders are. We're also going to use it to mark polarity when we remove the capacitor. Yeah, so we're pretty much prepped. You need solder, and you're going to need some solder wick. Highly recommend flux as well. So we're going to put our flux here. I just use a little screwdriver to put it on. If you have something better, let me know, but I think this is fine. Some people I saw did their soldering iron, but I feel like you just like end up wasting it. I don't know. Okay, so So let's get this close to tight. Okay, so we can slip it in. We need to find C3. So this is going to be early on. We're going to be replacing all of the main power capacitors, it looks like. I have the instructions up. Monty provides really great instructions. So we'll zoom in. This is the Boss bd-2 board. I think this is like from the 80s. This is older than me. I was born in 91. Okay, we're looking for C3. I think C3 is somewhere over here, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of cheating. I'm gonna look at Monty's photo. You know, it's actually, unfortunately, it's really hard to see. It's under this ribbon. I think it's that guy right there. Focus. It's that right there. Yeah, the other one next to it is D. That's the D one we're going to switch here. We're going to replace all of these capacitors. I don't think I replaced any of those. I replaced some of these caps before, but cool. So we should mark the direction. Whoops, I bumped my camera with my hat. Okay, so the minus is facing me. So if I could get to the other side, I'll put positive instead. Oh yeah, look, it's this guy. Sorry, that was me again. We're gonna be replacing. So let's put a little positive. It doesn't have to make a lot of sense or look very good. You just gotta know what it is. It's clearly a plus, so works for me. Let's put our cap back on. Okay, so I know for a fact this pedal works. We're gonna test it after. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It might be another video actually, but yeah. But one of the things we gotta make sure we do is power it before and after each mod. So just because it's open doesn't mean it's not gonna work. So, oh, I need a cable. This happened last night. I forgot that you have to have this plugged in, at least one side. Yep, there. See the H2O mod. Because one time I did not, and I was scared that I destroyed stuff. So, we know what we're taking out, which is this guy. Okay. So, what I like to do is just pinch. You know what? We're gonna double check. Yep, I was right. That's before we pinch it. Get our Sharpie back out, and I just like to, double check and triple check. It saves me. Even halfway sometimes if you're unsure. It's really good to double check and triple check. Okay. What I like to do is snip any of the leg that I can get to before you even solder, if it seems easy enough. Okay, I got a little neck, but not really weird. We're actually gonna flip it this way. Lock that down. Here, I'll zoom out a little so you can see. Doggone it. Alright. Oh. Whoopsies. Hold on. Control Z. Alright, let's go check our video. That was alright, we're fine. We're gonna make this work. Configure video. Let's just see. Maybe it's my USB card is failing. Unfortunately. It's plugged directly in, but you know. Just give everything a quick little reboot. Should come back up. There we go. I'll have to. Oh, it's not back up. It's sort of. It's still a little unhappy. Yeah, disconnected again. Okay. Let's see. I always give it a few seconds. We're gonna just plug this back in. Okay, we're lit up here, we're lit up there. We should be on here. Give everything a nice good reboot. Configure that video. Alright, it looks like we're in. We were in. We were in for a moment. Ta-da. Yeah, no video. It's a bit of a bummer. I do have this camera. I could just wait and see if this camera is going to get its act together, but I'm a little concerned it's not going to. Let's see if we can. Every time I configure it, it does seem to start working again, but it could just be a little. Shot because we were about to get soldering. We're about to get to the good part. We were like right there. Just want to let you know. We're gonna turn the soldering on because we're about to get to serious soldering business. Once this video comes back up. so I think I've got all my parts. I think the camera up. The camera is not working again. I could just do it through this. What do you think about this, y'all? Flux loaded on here. And zoom in. Oh, well, there goes the camera again. If I switch it to another camera and switch it back, what happens? Yeah, it comes right back and it looks great. Alright, let's see if this will last. Okay. So we got our flux down. We're gonna go like kind of push wide. And you'll just see all that solder just get sucked up. It's really fun. Let's try to zoom in, because that seems to be what kind of messes this up. But alright, there we go. Alright, let's try this. Nice and I need to put a little more flux. Oh no, we're good. Oh, look at that. Very clean. Very clean. My phone is blowing up. I'm very popular right now with these phones. Alright, so we're just gonna like kind of put product these. They kind of like bent all of the parts whenever they were making this one. So let's get our snips. We're gonna snip this leg. I'm gonna silence my phone.
There's no.
Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and remove some stuff. I'm gonna remove this capacitor. I think it should be loose. Kind of need to just wiggle it, kind of like a tooth. Oh no, there's still a little solder in there. You can see it's not really quite coming out. See if we can solder it and work it out. It's like the legs are bent in a little. Let's clean this one a little more. All right, we're gonna get these good and clean. Got our solder wick. Not even strapping it down, we're just going for it. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can shove that out with the wand. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. See if we can do the same with this side, because there's always like a little solder residue. It always wants to catch. There we go. Oop. You gotta be careful. Alright, so before I had marked the other side, the polarity of the capacitor. So it's really good that we did that, because I was like, oh, did I do that? I don't remember. Oh, I did do it. Alright, we're good. So the positive, you can see, oop, bonked my head on the camera. I marked the positive side. So we're going to take this larger sized capacitor, and we're going to sneak it in there. And you can see this side is the negative, so we need it to go at this orientation compared to the two holes that are there. So this is the fun part. Weaseling it in there. Okay, because we cleaned it, this is much easier. If you don't clean it well, you have to like force it through and then do some more solder. Okay. So this is the proper orientation. We're going to pull up on these. I'm going to leave a little bit of leg showing, and then I'm just going to bend these just ever so slightly so that it stays kind of in place. We're going to put it in here. We're going to go down. We're going to lay down some solder. Just enough to make it bubble up. Give it a good little love tap. Alright, I'm happy with that. We will cut our legs off. It's nice to leave a little bit of extra leg on the other side in case you make a mistake. I'm glad I have, especially on some capacitors, getting it the wrong way and then trying to get it exactly right without any leg to actually solder to. You don't want that. Alright, so there's our shiny new blue capacitor in there. Look at that. Yeah, one first step out of like 11 or 12. Alright, so now we're on to step B, which is going to be B and C actually are these two capacitors here on the side. So see how they're marked negative on the outside. We're just going to come in here and mark a little line, chink, and that's all we need, just to give us a little reminder later on when we forget, inevitably. Okay, so the first one gets the smaller size capacitor, and C, so B gets this guy, and C gets this big boy just like A. So C is getting a big upgrade. That's going on point C4. So B is the upper one. Let's just do them one at a time. And what I'll do is we'll test after these three, just to make sure the pedal's good. So we're these two and these two. But we're just gonna do the one to start. So push this up, tighten our clamp. We're gonna add a little flux. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and solder suck out. We're gonna try to use as much of this as we can because I don't have a lot left. This is gonna shoot. Suck it on up. I can burn. Where's that? Or we might need to wipe it. Shoot. I used a little too much, you guys. Got a little zealous with the flux. Alright, that's super clean. Knock it loose. Alright, what I think I'm gonna do is push up. Okay, that one is loose. Okay, that should come out. Well, screw you too, dude. We'll just bend these out with our cutters. You know, you're not supposed to use cutters as pliers, but whatever. Who cares? Going rogue. Alright. Oh. Our camera stream is paused. Give me just a moment. I got a quick little fix. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix this going forward, but if I just go in and switch the camera real quick and then come back, it just works. So I'm not gonna question it. All right, so we're gonna save the big one. All right, we got this little guy. Negative. I might be able to just pop this in from down here. That would be really cool. Oh. There we go. Heck yeah. So I'm gonna bend these in. Cool. We are ready to solder. Make double sure that the negative's pointing out. Yes, it is. I'm glad I double checked you guys. Hold on. Doing some reading. Yeah, this is right. It's always good to double check. Alright, I do have a bit of flux on here. That should be fine. Alright, there we go. Soldering away. Oop. Hit my camera, my mic, my bad. Alright, that's that first one, or that second one. Now we're on to the next one. So this one needs to also go up kind of in the same orientation, negative out. So let's get some flux on these. I've already marked them with my Sharpie, so I know which ones they are. Last time I used a little too much, so let's be a little less liberal. I like to snip this off, but not at the very tip, because otherwise it splays and it's kind of annoying. Blow that smoke away. Pretty clean. All right, I could just like kind of give it a little heat, and sorry, forgive me if I'm blocking the view. Just give it a little heat, push up on it a little, get it loose. Still too much solder, it looks like. Sometimes you can like bend it into place. I'm gonna try to, oh yeah, that one is, yeah, he's out, he's done. Just gotta tap out, buddy. All right, there we go. This one is getting an upgrade. With the negative facing out, correct? Give it a little twist so it stays. All right, and we're just gonna solder away. All right. Oh, come on. Down here. Focus. Focus. All right. There we go. Look at that. We're doing good. We got 3 steps done, y'all. Let's be very careful. But we're gonna plug this in. Just gonna. Oh. Dip. We need a plug. Ah, haha, look at that. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful pedal mod light. That's a good sign. So we're just gonna continue on. Probably do another batch of these. We got D, E, and F. Let's do D, E, and F. D is going to be another one of these medium-sized ones. All right. I think I'm going to do one thing here. Yeah, I like that a little better. All right. We're going to find C2. Oh, I already see it. I can't see it. That was very close to A, which was the first one we did, which was down there. So that's this one. It's like deep in there. It's kind of hard to see, but oh, actually no, you can absolutely see it. Let me get a tweaker. Focus, come on, buddy. The focus is fighting me, but it's the blue blob right there. Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, it wants to. I could go manual and force it, but it doesn't really matter. It's one shot. It's close to that blue one because it's the black one next to it. Anyway, we gotta make sure we're on the right terminals, because I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. Feeling confident that it's this one and that one. We're gonna mark it. Mark. Just a little, oh, sorry. Yeah, just a little dot. It's kind of hard to see my dots, but beep, boop, you can see it. It's there. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, I think those are the ones. So I'm gonna put my finger on those two. I'm gonna pull those back. Just like, make sure, pretty sure. Oh, and okay, I really need to mark which side's the negative. It's this way, so I can't get in there, so we're just gonna mark it right here. So, oh, you didn't see that? We're gonna mark it right there. That's our indicator, because it's as close as I can get. Dang, that's hard. Alright, we can do this. We can do anything that we said. Screwdriver, little buddy. Oh, there it is. That was right where it was the entire time. Don't use too much. I am guilty of using too much of this all the time. It's a puddle and it makes a mess. Okay, I want to do a little test, because I'm not positive that that is the right spot, but we can wiggle it. The fact that it's not really wiggling is making me believe we may be on the wrong spot. So I want to be very careful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up. Oh, that is absolutely the right spot. Yes. Okay, we're on it. We're on it, dudes and dudettes. I think I already put some flux now that I think about it. Just flux this. Kind of flux it. Get it nice and clean. So what the flux does is it just kind of is a, it really just helps the solder melt more uniform. It just allows you to clean it up much easier. Like it just sucks up into the solder wick. Otherwise you really have to like kind of force it into it, and it doesn't really want to do that. Alright, so let's get that sucker out of there. And these capacitors really aren't worth keeping. They're old. I don't think this has ever been done to this pedal. Let's be real. So we're not going to keep any of that. This is the... I could maybe go in with some pliers. This is hard. Okay. Let me see if I have my pliers. I'm a working man. I only got one set of tools, really. Oh. maybe it's in here. Got one more. Some power testing stuff, which I thought I actually had on site. Okay, well, we're going pliers, going deep without the pliers. All right, negative facing out towards the negative that we wrote down. Let's twist it a little bit on its side. Yeah, fat chance, dude. You know? Never mind. You think if I just left it out, it would still work? No, that's not how it works. We're gonna try to do something stupid. See if this method will work. Just to like get us in there. We just gotta get it started. Holy crap. I did it first. I did it blind. I did that completely and totally blind. Did you guys like see? I got the first one totally blind. Like, oh, yeah. I messed up. I got the second one actually pulled out. Dang it. That's how it goes, right? I was trying to show off. But yeah, I totally did that blind. I was blown away. Wow. That was cool, and then I ruined it by pulling the second one out. I'm just gonna like put a little kink in that to make sure I don't lose it again. Oh, I let go of it. I'm glad I did that. Wow. Where's the other leg? I'm like literally peeping through that little hole, trying to see if I see the leg moving. Oh, dang it. I literally had it. I had it. That's so annoying. Because it was in, and I was trying to show off. And now I have to do, oh, I did it. Where's the other one? I feel like it should be close. Sorry, I gotta like pull this towards me to see this, y'all, because this is hard. All right. Come on, man. There, got it. Got it. And the negative's facing out. We are golden. We'll pull that down. Look at it. Make sure this is a really tight area, so I need to make sure that it's like actually kind of low. So we're actually gonna do the ill-advised thing, which is to kind of push it down pretty low. It's still got a leg, like a little bit of a leg on the other side, so we're good. I am gonna have to go get a little sip of something in just a second, so I'm gonna be right back after I solder this. A little bit more, perfect. You don't want to add too much because you never know when you're gonna have to replace this again. You know, we really got to take more value in keeping things going, keeping things working. All right, I'm gonna be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, and I realize our camera has unfortunately frozen again, so let's get it. Gear in. Switch to Elgato. Switch to that. Oh, or did it die? It might be dead this time. No, it's on. Oh no, we're good. Oh. Alright, it's a little warm in here, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna open up my window. Oh, sorry y'all. You might hear some noise from the window. Sorry. I need a little breeze. And it's good to get away from these fumes. Okay. Where were we? Oh shoot. Okay, here we go. We have we were on step D, now we're on step E, which is our first little guy. And just to be absolutely sure, I want to make sure these don't need or have any polarity. Oh no. Yeah, these actually do. These do. These have polarity. Okay. So this is the positive. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not explaining this very well. Positive is the long leg. The short leg is the negative. There is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this well, but come on, focus camera. There's a little bit of writing on this side in this orientation. So we will be able to put these on, but we need to be very sure about this. So this is E. This is staying the exact same size. This one is the very first one right there. It's surrounded by, okay, I see exactly which ones these are. Let's, we're just gonna go for it. I'm feeling, oh yeah. Oh, sorry y'all. I keep hitting everything with my head. I hit everything with my head. Can you tell that I hit things with my head all the time? Oh. See, this is why we don't just go for it. I should not have followed that intuition, because what if we didn't check the polarity? We would have been, man, we would have been bad for it. So we're gonna put a little, man, I really gotta be a little bit better about putting this in the right spot. So negative is facing this side, so we're just gonna put a little negative tick. Come in here, we know which ones we gotta solder. We're feeling good about it. And we're gonna put a little Fluxidux. Oop, I don't want to rip any solder off of another piece. Oh wow, that came off real nicely. Alright. Oh no, it did not come off very nicely. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle it while I heat it. And what that's going to do is just free those legs a little bit so that they can come out. Even though that one's a little stuck on, so. Oh no, there it's out. That's very out. Okay, so negative side facing out. This is our positive, this is negative. So it really has to go this orientation like this. Go into that hole. That's not gonna work. Get out of there. Okay, let's try this again. Gosh, I wish I could. I might be able to do this. No, but the ribbon gets in the way, doesn't it? Doggone ribbon. Come on. Yes. No. No. I literally had it in the hole. And then it decided it didn't want to go in there. No. Okay, so the short side is the negative side. We're sure about that. And we're about to solder this baby in. We'll just give this one a twist because this one really kind of feels like it wants to fall out. So we are going to test after this, and I'm not even going to cut the legs off until we get a successful test. But just did you guys see what I just did? That is the dumbest thing I've done in a long time. I literally was about to use a Sharpie as a fucking just some solder. That wow. Nincompoop status. There we go. Okay, let's test power. Plug her in. Get the switch on the input. Look at that. We got a light. We're looking good. Looking good, fam. Okay. We've got 6 more of these bad boys to do. We're exactly halfway. Time to side her up. F. F is our next step, which was close to E, but maybe easier or harder to get to. Okay, so it's here. Yeah, that's pretty easy to get to. Let's put our, it's actually facing the same way as E. So I think we're just going to, you know what? Let's be careful. That's what we're gonna do. There's our negative. That's our negative side. Alright. So this is an easy one. It's the first 2 on this side. So we're looking at this one and this one. Alright. Okay. Let's get our flux. You know, if you don't have flux, but you have solder, some solder actually has flux in it. So, in a pinch, you can add a little solder to what you're trying to remove, and it'll actually help quite a bit. Oh, I literally just dropped one of the capacitors. I saw it fall. There it is. Okay, you gotta be really careful about this, you guys. I have cats. Okay. Solder away. Oh, wow, man. We lost our stream again, didn't we? Alright, let me fix this. Let me fix the stream. There we go. There we go. Should come right back. Yep. Okay. There we go. It just sucks it right up. You see it, right? You see it like in the actual thing. It's really cool. I can actually get you guys closer to the action if you want, but then the camera is like in my face. You could come down a hair more, but it's like at that point, what's the like? That's like as good as it's gonna get. Okay, we're just gonna bend these. Oh wow, we got all the solder off, so we can take that out. We can pull that out, and this is another one of these small boys, and it's the same orientation as the last one. Okay, it's got to go back in this way. I'm going to put a slight curve. See, I'm going to slightly bend it, and I'm just going to be able to like weasel it in a little bit easier. I need a little more light. I'm going to make sure I bring my headlamp next time. Okay, there we go. We're in. Sorry, I gotta get better about keeping the action in the camera, even if it's blurry. Okay, so this is actually a really good shot. So you can see these actually aren't gonna go in all the way, so that's about as good as it gets. So I'm just gonna throw a little twist like that. Oh, let's double check our, yep, our orientation's correct. The small leg is coming from that point. Gonna get our soldering iron. No, that looks a little cold. You definitely don't want to have cold solder. Fuck cold solder. The worst is like cold soldered cables. Like this is kind of hard to cold solder, to be honest. I do need to kind of cut these down so that everything fits in the end. You don't want the legs sticking out. Yeah, cold solders stink. Especially on a cable, and then if it breaks on the end of the cable, it really blows. You can be like racking your head around problems with the signal. It's a friggin' cold solder. Yeah, okay, so that's F, and we're on to G. So G is close to the main board, it's the one directly under it. So we should be able to find it. There's a lot of little things in there, and you can see this is the one we're gonna remove right there, right next to this board. So we need to get in there with the Sharpie. Put a little mark. Can't quite see it, I suppose, but it's there. Actually, I could make this a little bit brighter for y'all. Oh, wow, that's way better. Yeah, you can almost see that mark. Okay. Man, this one. Oh, no, I see the only two it could be. If you like look at these boards, you can get an idea, because obviously they're gonna bridge two connections, and if you just find those two connections that are gonna bridge, you're fine. So, okay. Let's cover. Oh, dang it! Sorry, y'all. My hat caught on my freaking camera because I lowered it. Now I got the shadow on my face. Alright, I'm gonna have to take some notes. That's all we can do is try to get better. Alright. Alright, I think I can just bend this one. Okay, oh, hopefully that was the right piece. Yes, it was. Yep, sure was. Okay, so we were on to G, right? So we got 4 of these left. Yes, G. And the negative side was over there. Alright, there it is. Just gonna push it down. That's probably a good amount. Then the tabs in. Twist, and here we go. I'm gonna solder away. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and cut these legs off. I think we'll go ahead and do a test, because this is a good point to start a test. Okay, that's plugged in. We need our plug on our input. Oh, there we go. That's on, buddy. We're doing good, y'all. We're making good progress. We could be moving a lot faster, but we're having fun. We're jamming. We're chilling. What's up, Golden State? Champagne East. Thank you, help, bitches. Alright. We're on to the next mod. Power's off. Alright, so we got H, I, J, and K. These are all much easier to reach. So I'm really stoked. We should be moving quick. Sorta. They're still kind of all fucking over there, but whatever. H. We're gonna go for H. H is right there. There he is. We're gonna take that sucker out. right? That is it? Yeah, that's definitely the one. So, I think it's these two. Let's get our Sharpie. That's each right there. And then there's like a ton of resistors, one of which I've already changed. Actually, if you can look in here, you see that orange resistor there? I changed that last time, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few of them in here that I've changed. Diode there too. Alright, let's get to business. So, yeah, I know which ones that is. This one and this one. But my freaking Sharpie dried out because I touched it to my freaking... There we go. Well, way too much Sharpie now, but touched it to my freaking soldering iron because I'm a ding dong. Yeah, those are the ones. So let's get some flux on this hoe and get this cleaned up. Man, I'm really looking forward to getting this done and relaxing for the rest of my night. And I'm gonna record a demo video. I mean, I could plug it in. We'll plug it in. We'll plug it in and give you a little tester what it sounds like. But you're really gonna be hearing the H2O mod. You're not gonna have like a good representation of just what the Cap mod will do. I will. You're gonna be hearing the H2O mod, and holy moly, this is like one of the best sounding blues drivers. Whew, man, it's really rad. I really dig it. Oh shoot. We marked this one, right? I might not, y'all. Shit. I didn't mark this one. Okay. Each one has a circle that indicates the negative direction. So let's just confirm that every single one of these has a... Yes, okay, we are good. I didn't realize, I guess they are marked, the direction, at least on those, on the capacitors. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this capacitor in and we're gonna test it before we cut those legs. So negative over there. Now, this one's a little hard. Okay, let's see. I want you guys to be able to see, but I need to be able to see too, right? That's the challenging part about having a camera up above you. Okay, so I got one leg in. We're gonna weasel that one in. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So I'm like pretty certain this is the correct orientation. But before we solder, or we're gonna solder, but before we do anything, we're gonna turn it on and make sure that it turns on. It might be good to test the sound too, but honestly, complicated order. It's not. It's like this. I'm plugging a cable into it, right? Okay, let's just make sure it turns on. This is fine enough for me. This might not be fine enough for you. If you want to go and make sure everything works, every dial, be my guests. You might be modding for a while though. I'm happy with that. The light turns on. I mean, we made a very educated guess. This is why you gotta look, because I didn't look that time. Like, oh wait, shit, those were definitely touching me too. Oh. It's not like they're soldered. I'm confident. I trust my ability, and I could also put it back in if I had to. Whatever. Okay. Got 3 more of these bad boys, and that's it. We're done. I'm really looking forward to hearing this now with the new caps. It's gonna be really awesome. All right, this one right on the end. Eye for an eye. Okay, we see the 2. I'm not even gonna mark this with the Sharpie. I'm just gonna dab it in flux. Don't want to use too much. Okay. Okay. Should be able to bend those right up. Oh my gosh, guys, we were about to do it again. Okay, before we remove it, we need to look at the direction. Holy crap. Oh no. Okay, it's going towards the bottom of the pedal. The negative went towards the bottom of the pedal, so we're just gonna put this straight in, and that has the same marking as the last time. So look at that. There we go. Push that in. Twist these suckers. There it is. That's the one. We're gonna solder this bad boy. It is getting really warm in here. I don't want to take off my beanie though. My head will be very shiny. Alright. I'm gonna turn down the gain on my camera a little. Alright. Feeling good about this mod. We got 2 more of these to go. Let's get this done. Then we're gonna test. C7, which is J. That's that guy right there. You can see it. Bam. Okay. So we got like a cap there of some kind, like a flag cap or whatever they're called. And then we got a resistor and then that. So we should see, oh god damn it. Oh gosh, I'm running into everything. Sorry y'all. Jesus, this thing is freaking sliding all over on me. Okay, should be these 2. So we're just gonna go for it again because getting to be in a bit of a hurry, I guess. I don't know why. Shouldn't. You gotta be patient with these kinds of things, you know? It's really important that you're patient and that you're double checking things like the polarity. This is a lie. You gotta be careful. It's going negative. There is a mark. We're gonna say negative down, and we're just gonna go for it. Negative is down. Okay, so to make sure I'm absolutely on the right component, I'm gonna wiggle it. Oh yeah, I'm like certain that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, here we go. All right. We can pull that sucker out somehow. Okay, you know, sometimes it's best just to boy, get out of there, you jerks. I hate it when they fall in the pedal. You also don't want to make sure you get any. Oh, we just lost it. All right, let me fix it. I'm bummed that it keeps doing this, but I don't mind doing it. It's really not that hard to fix it when it happens, but it is a little annoying. Man, that looks really great on the camera though. Look at that. That's just really cool looking. I love that. I love the way that looks. All right. We took it out. Now down is negative, so it's this orientation to the hole, right? So like flip it like that, obviously, with the long side facing up towards the top of the pedal. So you just gotta get this in. This one's actually a little challenging, so we're gonna bend our stuff. Bender. You know Bender from Beatron? I don't want to go back and watch just to do Beatron. Really just shut up. I guess this is not much credit as it should. It's great. I've actually seen the third one of the and I think now it's my favorite. It's really rad. Very nostalgic. We grew up watching Back to the Future. Back to the Future is a really rad movie. Hold on, I'm getting a call. My dad. Let's put him on speaker. Hey, Dad. What's up? I'm still on my video. No, it's cool. I've got you on speakerphone. I saw your text. My volume was off. I think I fixed it. I do think I fixed it. I have this app. This Elgato app is supposed to take over the volume, and it didn't, weirdly. So.
Yeah, the music was quite a bit louder, though. You need the music to like dim down.
Yeah, it needs to duck, but I think it's working now.
Okay.
I mean, according to my mixer, it is. I gotta get all my levels set, to be honest. I don't think any of my levels are set correctly. Isn't that right, stream? 0 viewers. Anyway, I'm modding my pedal, so it's whatever. But yeah, I'm almost done.
I'm on my way home. I'm gonna plug in.
Oh, well, maybe just watch this, because I'll probably be done.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be testing, I don't know. Alright, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, that's Dad. Yeah, you let me know that my stream was off. Yeah. I gotta get my volume set. It's growing pains, you know, it's okay. We have our last mod. It's not a mod. It's a capacitor upgrade. Let's just be real. We got our last cap upgrade. It's gonna be great. We got number K. Letter K. So silly. Okay. K is close to G. It's under the ribbon. It's that black one. I think it's this one. There, up. I don't want to touch it because it's got stuff on it. Yeah, that's definitely the one. The negative is facing up. Okay, so negative is up this time. We're just gonna go for it. It's kind of off on its lonesome. So let's see if we can find it. It's in there. I see it. It's got a resistor right below it. Okay. I think I see which one. We're gonna double check, but we're gonna go for it. I think it's this one and this one. And negative is up. Alright, let's double check before we pull it out. Oh, we were like dead on. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I like it when I'm right. It's nice to be right. But you're not always right. That's why it's nice to be right. Don't expect to be right. But be pleasantly surprised when you are. Although sometimes you should expect to be right. That's not it. Don't come to this channel for wisdom. Come to this channel to watch me mod pedals and other stuff. I'm gonna be making a little chiptune making device soon as well. That might be my very next stream, or I might do the okay, I thought I got pulled the wrong thing out. Oh my god, I was gonna be so frustrated. Yep, we got the right thing. Okay. This one's gonna be challenging to get in. So it's like dead in the center there. So we're gonna bend our connector thing just to get it in there. Yeah. So I think my next stream could either be the Boss GE7, or it could be the Pico Tracker version 2, which is a little tracking device, or tracker, not a tracking device that you would think of like putting in a car to track somebody. A tracker is a music, usually it's software, or it's like baked into video game, like vintage video game software, things like that. That's how they would make music for video games. And so this little thing that I'm going to be making runs a software called Little Piggy Tracker, and you can use it to make music. Okay, got one. Alright, I really want you guys to be able to see when I do this. But man, this is hard. There we go, I got it. Look at that. Only sweating a little bit. Oh, cool, it's still in there. I kind of pinched it when I let go. Heck yeah, okay. Trying to get it from underneath so I can hold it on. Push it in. Maybe twist. Alright. I actually have some extra dinner for this. I'm kind of hungry. I bought some Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo from the Sprouts around the corner. Excited to eat it. Alright. Holy crap, you guys. We just finished the mod. Claps. Claps. Oh, snaps. Snaps and claps. Whatever you got. If you don't got fingers, you can clap. If you ain't got hands, you can stomp. If you ain't got feet, well, just shout. But don't shout louder than me. It's not cool. It's my stream. Yeah, I feel really good about all of this. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is put this. Okay, first thing we gotta do is turn our soldering iron off. We're gonna go ahead and zoom out. Zoom back in a little bit. Let's see my crotch or anything. We gotta get this thing put back together, but we also need to get this chip put back in. And I believe it was facing backwards. Okay, so this chip barely fits in this, like, this barely all fits. Be careful. Look. These freaking ribbon cables that are like busting my balls. Just where do I want to go? I do not want to bend anything. Sorry you guys, I want to give you a good view, but you might not get a good view this time. Just bring this out. Oh, I see what's happening. He's in the way. Oh gosh. Okay, I just need to bend that new. Holy crap. That cap was in the way. Okay. Oh, that is in. That is very nerve-wracking. I just don't want to bend a pen. You do need to bend this guy forward, though, like that. Okay. Wait, is it just gonna go straight in? Because last time I had to, like, fight it to go into position. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. We gotta bring this in on this side. Okay, so this can't block that, right? There's so many things in here now because of that double extension. So what I like to do is get the power supply kind of seated, and then you gotta take a very gentle screwdriver and kind of like push this out of the way of the potentiometer for like these. Oh, okay, I thought I heard something like shaking in there. That did not work. Ugh, something is not great. Okay. Oh. I don't like it when things like move hard and fast, so let's just hope that this can go in. Come on. Oh man, I hate this part. I didn't like it last time either, because it's just like there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's just like you're shoving it in. He does say it's okay. There we go. We finally got. Basically, this was fighting me, but it's pretty flash now. You may have to go back and change some mirror connections. In some cases. But this is actually going in really flat now. So we're actually looking really good. So let's get this oh shit. Oh. Ah, god dang it. I like kind of let my fingers slip and put this. Okay, stay in. That's there. We're gonna go ahead and hold this, but we need to test it and turn it on before we get too far along. So let's just put one screw in, and we're gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna plug in a guitar. We'll just do this. I have a pedal board. I got a few pedal. Well, we'll just do. I think it's gonna be just fine. Let's just put it together. It's gonna suck if I spoke too soon. Watch that op amp be just like fucking jacked up. That's what I'm scared of, those two op amps. Once it's in, it's in. You're not pulling this thing apart. It's like, it's sandwiched nice and snug. I will say I think the op amps, because they're off the board, could introduce a lot of extra interference from bad power supplies specifically, because I noticed with my bad power supply that I was hearing a lot of noise, so I had to move them away from the power supply, which is, you know, a no-brainer. But okay, op amp. Alright, we've got a light, so that's awesome. Let's get a guitar and go into this. I should be able to play and have you guys hear me if I go into my interface without much trouble. So let's just get, we got two cables here. This is gonna be less than 10 feet. So it's important that if you're testing for tone, you wanna be as short as possible, but anything over 10 feet and you're gonna be unhappy about it. Okay, so put one of the interface from the output of the blues driver. We're going to I don't even know what we're gonna play, to be honest. Blues stuff. This isn't really a blues driver anymore because the H2O mod. It is, but it's so crunchy. Not crunchy. It's smooth. Let's see. Is this gonna get us loud enough? Well, I don't hear anything. But just because I don't hear anything doesn't mean audio isn't coming in. So let me check my other computer real quick. Oh. Whoopsies. Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't realize the music was gonna switch over like that. That was kind of weird. Let me see what's going on here. Groovy. Okay. We're not getting any audio. Fudge. Let's see if we get any audio straight into the interface. Oh no, we're not. Duh. Sorry. Oh, I see why. Okay. Let's put this to main. The group down to there. Apply. Oh, that is very loud. Hopefully you can hear that. I don't know. Okay. So that's definitely working. I'm not getting anything out of this blues driver, unfortunately. Let's try one. Uh-oh, we might be out of luck, y'all. I may have to go back and retest something, because it's looking like we're not getting any input through this thing. Oh, that's because we're going at input 1. Uh-oh. Oh, because the level's down. That's why. Silly goose. Alright. Turn that up. Oh. Game. There we go. Alright. Let me do one thing. So we're about to have some really bad feedback. Turn everything down. I think I need to turn these down now. Okay, let's go back and see. Okay, not quite. Let's try that again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're definitely cooking now. Yeah? especially now with the H2O mod. I think the Cap Job definitely did some work on it. It's actually got less growl than before, believe it or not. Because now it's like really working like a boost. There's some static coming in. I'm not sure if that's coming from the pedal. But I think that might just be coming from my interface. If anything, well, yeah, that's the pedal mod. Oh, and we're actually, I guess we're frozen again. So I guess I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I definitely have like an echo going on. My whole sound system's messed up, y'all. I gotta fix it. I guess I'm gonna spend some time over the next few days getting my my sound system fixed and figure out why my camera keeps cutting out. But yeah, I'd say that was a pretty successful stream. Gonna have to test this a little bit more with the rest of my rig, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it sounds pretty good. Alright, it's been great seeing y'all. This is